Not too long ago now, an amazing Minecraft developer over at Mojang known as Felix did actually tweet out this, potentially hinting towards some new updated Minecraft first-person animations, which got me thinking, what is the possibility of us actually seeing this come to the game, and will it ever happen? We're going to be answering this question in this video, but before we get into it, be sure you go down below and comment skeleton for a heart on your comment. But with that being said, let's dive right into it. Now, before we get into this and why I am so excited for this, we just need to talk about Felix a little bit, who is the Minecraft Java game developer who did in fact tweet this out. It's very important to note this out because it could potentially discredit this whole theory, but in the description to their Twitter it does say my tweets are mine, all mine. So just remember that these are Felix's tweets, they're not representative of Mojang in any way, so just keep that in mind throughout this video. But let's just take a look at the tweet before we go any further, and it's definitely really awesome. It says, had a brief discussion about uncanny first person animations, which reminded me of this time back in 1.16 when I was trying to fix mob heads held awkwardly, and I ended up wasting 2 Fridays prototyping an oddly uncanny two-handed hold animation specific to skulls. If we take a look at the image, we can see that the player is actually holding this skull with 2 hands in front of them, and it reminds me of something from Halo when you get the oddball or the flag, and there's a very specific animation for it which looks awesome, and it does give me very similar vibes to that. And I think it's awesome that Felix did work on this all the way back in 1.16, which as we know was the Nether update. It's important to note that as of right now we do only know that this animation was added for these skulls, and it was kind of hinted at by Felix, so it's not like they were going through updating a bunch of textures, but this was a bit more of like an odd project. Just Felix wanted to do this and that's how it came about. It's not like Mojang asked people to work on new updated animations. This was just purely Felix's idea, but I think it does really add to this very well, of Minecraft being kind of an old game right now, let's be honest, and I think it'd be awesome if some of the more simple aspects which are overlooked so much would just receive a nice update. I would love to see awesome animations for swords or pickaxes, axes, skulls. It would be awesome, and it just would add so much more personality and life to the game. Going back to this screenshot a moment, I think the way the player is holding this skull in front of them is awesome. It just reminds me of someone looking straight into the skull, and it's just really cool. It adds so much more personality to Minecraft, and I can just imagine Steve being all derpy, holding up a skull and just staring at it. That would be so funny to see in game, and I think it'd just be so cool to have something like this in Minecraft. We could add things like this for the cake, where the player kind of holds it out like it's a gift, or with other pieces of food, or mushroom stew, where the player holds it out like a bowl in front of them. Things like that would just add so much to the game, and it does really bring out the 3D aspect of Minecraft a bit more. We all know it's famous for its blocks, so I wish that would be highlighted a bit more by the way the player holds it, like it's a block and not like it's a random 2D texture in their hand. All jokes aside though, we see a lot of things get updated in Minecraft: the biomes, the mobs, the music, pretty much everything. But one thing I would love to see, especially after seeing this tweet from Felix, is updated first person animations. And I know this would be a big undertaking and a lot of work for Mojang to do for especially every single block in the game, but I think it'd just be cool if the player expressed a bit more personality in the way they would hold blocks and items, and as I said, it would really benefit the game quite a lot. Just as a bit of a side note, let's go over this other tweet from Felix where it says, and then I was like, oh, but what about the offhand? And I wasted another Friday making it into some bizarre as heck player head puppet show situation. 1.16 was wild, and this messing about after first joining Mojang is what got me comfortable in the code base. So yeah, it's reiterated there that Felix was just messing around, testing things out and having a bit of fun with the game. But nevertheless, I think this would be awesome if Mojang would expand upon this and add it to the game. Some things come about by accident but end up being amazing. There's so many things have happened that way in Minecraft, but I think nevertheless this would just bring so much more life to the game and just modernise it quite a bit. Let's take a look at this image. As we can see in the right hand, the legend King Bee Dogs is in a puppet-like situation with a skull right there, and it just looks awesome. So let me know what you think about all of this down below in the comments. Would you like updated first person animations? Of course here all we got to look at was player heads and skulls, but can you imagine the possibility for this with books? Oh, imagine a book in Quill and you actually hold it as an open book. Food, as I mentioned earlier, cake, mushroom stew, so many items. Maybe like a sword has like an idle animation. I think this would be incredible for Minecraft, and as I said earlier on in the video, go down below and comment skeleton to let me know you're an absolute legend. But all in all, I think this would be awesome to see added to the game. If it's something you're interested in, then be sure you let me know your thoughts down below, and maybe even go and encourage Felix to expand upon this amazing concept. While we're on this, talking about heads and animations, I would really love it if Mojang added more heads to the game, like mob heads and enderman head, a bunch of new ones, right? This is something I always found cool about Minecraft, how we had these heads, a creeper, skeleton, wither, skull, but I really would love to see some more of these added to the game. As someone that enjoys collecting and gathering things together and just storing them somewhere, I think it would be cool if in Minecraft we could get a head for every mob in the game. Maybe not some of the passive ones like pigs and sheep and cows. I think it'd be cool if we could have like a trophy room where there's just a skull for every mob in the game. It would just add to progression a bit and would be awesome. Drop your thoughts on that down below. But yeah, it's been me, ItzJhief here. I've really enjoyed taking a look at all of these awesome tweets and concepts for animations. Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments and check out Felix over on Twitter. Thank you all for watching and goodbye.